Today on Garage 3030, we tear up the S10 to get the frame out from underneath it. So stick around. Hi, it's Michael again from Garage 3030, and we appreciate you tuning in. Today, we are going to work on the S10. In prior videos, you were able to see us tear the Veteran apart and get the frame out from underneath it. So today, we are going to work on dismantling the S10. So we have it up on the lift already. I have some of the body bolts, the bed bolts, soaked down with my Cre-oil, and we're gonna start taking it apart. So hopefully by the end of this video, we'll have a frame and we can start working towards putting it underneath the Veteran. So this truck is a 94. It's in really good shape. I wanted one that's gonna have, that was had good suspension pieces underneath it. Really wanted to see was the frame, and the frame be rust-free and ready to go. I've had a few people ask me, why would you do that? Swap the frame that's currently under the 50 for an S10 frame? And my answer is, I get modern day disc brakes, I get modern day rear end, the steering components. I get a vehicle that's going to be able to drive highway speeds and not worry about it. And have, biggest thing is safety for me. I've had a lot of people comment, or a few people, not a lot of people. We've got a really good feedback so far on the videos that have came out, and had some that say, why would you tear apart such a nice car? Well, I'm gonna tell you, the car itself is gonna look like the car did originally. I don't want to change the aesthetics of the car. I wanna keep the factory style bench seat in it. I do want modern drivetrain, and I do want the modern suspension that goes along with that. I just want the safety aspect of it. If you talk to anybody who owns these cars that are stock, they're great cars, but they don't get up and move. It's hard to get them over 50 miles an hour. The brakes are sketchy at best. And I want to be able to enjoy the car. I want to be able to take off and do a 200-mile road cruise and not worry about it. And have some of the modern amenities, but in general, you're gonna look at this car and say, it looks like a 50 Chevy, and that's what the goal is. Today's video is gonna be more about tearing this truck down than anything. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this project as far as tearing it down. I want to get it in and get it out. Get rid of some parts and get me a frame so I can get this body set down on there and do the modifications that are needed to make that happen. So if anybody's needing any S10 parts, I've got a bunch of good ones that I'm going to be getting rid of. So let's get started on this. We'll do a lot of time lapse, and I'll step in occasionally and kind of show you where we're at on it. So let's get started. Okay, as you can see, we got the bed off. Now we're going to start moving on to taking the front fenders, all the inner supports, the hood, grill, front bumper. I'm pulling the cab off as one piece.
I'm just missing this one piece.
That's the way I'll sell it, just as total complete cab. Just kind of wanted to show you what we did on the bed. So this is another little tip that I've come up with. So got a cart underneath it that's actually holding it. Rolls super easy. As you can see, move it around with one finger. And what it is, I'll show you one up here on the wall, actually made for jet skis to store them inside of garage. They were about $100 a piece, and they work out perfectly. I think they've got a 2,000 pound limit. They roll super easy, and it works out great, especially if you're doing it by yourself, to be able to move the, stuff like the bed or the cab or whatever around on it easily.
It's moving too fast.
Okay, give you a little update on where we're at. So we were able to get both inner fenders taken off, the outer fenders, the core support, pretty much got everything disconnected.
The message says it's disconnected.
Like I said earlier, we're trying to keep every plug intact, so the next guy won't have a big hassle. So it's taken quite a bit. I know there hadn't been much talking on this, but just a lot of working. So what's left to do now is to finish disconnecting everything off the engine that's connected to the body, get the body mounts undone, take the shifter out of it since it is a manual car, and then we will get the cab off of it. And then after that's done, we will pull the motor and transmission. So. We were able to get quite a bit done today. We were able to get the cab off the frame. And then I'm going to go ahead and get this motor pulled out, transmission, start working on stripping this frame down and get it ready to be shortened. We got quite a bit done in the last few days. I didn't want to put a lot of effort in the S10. I did want to show how it was being torn down and how I'm going to use it, but I do appreciate you stopping into Garage 3030, as always. We ask you that if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. We've got a lot of views and the subscriptions are coming in, but they're coming in slow. It does help the channel. Also, we have new merch out. We have the veteran shirt out. Also have one of these C6s, and then there's just the standard Garage 3030 merch. You can go to garage3030.com to check out the merch on there. So as always, we appreciate you stopping in, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.